YouTube world. I really got up at 6. You know how it is. You overlook at your phone. You start looking at some stuff. This is a nice thing to have. Put you guys right here. You guys, I just woke up. Okay, so my face is like, I look like I just woke up. I'm gonna try and do as much of hours today. So I think it was the Dollar Tree run. Was it the Dollar Tree run? Let me see. Which one was it? Let me use my selfie stick. This is like 6 feet tall. I don't need it that tall. Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna take this off. It's cold as shit in here. Position. Everybody likes these heating pads. Oh my god, it's so soft too. It's like the softest. It's like a plush. Yeah. Plush. Good morning. India. Okay. Turn on the heater. Put you guys over here. Yes, like, tap that like button. We're gonna go make some coffee. It is cold in here. I don't turn on the heater throughout the night because my heater is like a small one and we don't really use too much like heater like constant flowing in here, because if it was like that, the other people would put so much energy towards it, so we would have to break some type of, you know, $100 type and above, adding on top of that. So we don't want to just overuse, and that's what the people do, you know. Wow, that shit hit up to 44 at one time. My shit hit up to 44. 44 now, down to 21 within like 10 seconds. No, I wear sweaters at night because it's cold. It was just raining outside. So, yeah. And we gonna do this. because this is not the time for me to actually get tuned into stuff that that I don't like to
It's okay. Open the light.
oh yeah, yeah,
No problem.
I'm on my phone. Yeah.
Work today?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
You okay?
I wake up because it really hurts. Oh my goodness. So I just drink my med.
You want me to wake up?
No, my med is over here.
Mm.
I told them.
You want water?
I already drink 2, thank you, Rin.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I told Emma last night
Yeah.
because I don't want them to be here.
Oh,
at
why?
night. No, I want by myself.
She just had surgery, so that's why.
So I told her put everything in there.
Look at the little Christmas tree. Yeah.
So
But
I just drink a while ago, like
oh,
15 minutes.
okay. Yeah, make sure you have your fluid,
Yeah.
cause
The
is that
doctor
enough?
said I need to have more. I didn't please.
You want this here? Or you
Can I have one cup of water?
water? Where's your? Oh yeah, yeah, on the refrigerator.
No, it's over there.
Yeah, I know.
Here, Dean.
Huh? Oh, here, this one. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many.
The blue one.
Okay.
The blue one. The blue
This
one.
one.
The blue ring.
Oh, you want cold?
Yeah. Sorry. See?
But you want hot.
Yeah. I don't want hot. That's why I keep drinking this one. See, I'm almost done.
She can't sleep on the bed where she's at.
Thank you.
She can't sleep in the bed because she needs room space, so she's in the living room. Show your foot. It's my hot water. You guys gotta color my hair. Gotta color this. So you guys like my little snack bar? Look at my snack bar, you guys. Look at my snack bar. See all those snacks? We got everything. We got, what? I'm gonna show you guys. What keeps me motivated? What keeps me motivated is putting just aspects of like what's around you. Because it's like a heartbeat. It's like when your heart is beating, you kind of want to put into life. You know what I'm saying? It's a recording that is like, it's part of, it's not even just a show that like, oh, okay, it's like a documentary. It's not even about that. It's like you can go from one transition to another and you could kind of like build, you know what I'm saying? So most people try to do YouTube to, sorry, I just want to put my volume up, to put levels or like baby steps into something that they created or is building. It could be some type of like where I know how to do nails, so I do finger sets. And so for the like the creation or imagination or the ability and all of the skills and, you know, like the whole thing about it is you want to kind of show what your art is, and that's what it is. Art is art, you know what I'm saying? I just want to put that in a little short thing, but I'm just trying to wake up in the morning and trying to just, you know what I'm saying, um, go and walk along through things that I kind of go through. But these are my snacks. A lot of Asians will know exactly rice crackers. I mix these with seaweed and popcorn. So you put these two together and this. So you can do a hack of hurricane Hawaiian popcorn. You pop the popcorn, you put this, you add this, and then you put the seaweed. It's called, see how you could put it on there? People keep saying, show your foot, show your foot. For what? Sorry, packages. So we are gonna have Folgers. I'll give her flowers. I'm gonna grab the make my little coffee. I need to get a haircut, like a haircut for real. Taller. Actually, not like that. Like this. The algorithm, I mean, not the algorithm, it's more like just who's on vertical live. So it just regenerates cycles. It goes down, then it goes back up. I have to try and get used to this. I use the vanilla cinnamon duo lot. Different people, different time zone. I gotta charge up my You're gonna catch me with sweats and sweaters in wintertime. Yeah, wintertime doesn't give me access to having less clothes at all. If there's a heater at work, then and that's that. But other than that, no. I don't like to be cold at all. Like, I have to wear a sweater to sleep. I'm just pushing towards my hours, my watch time hours. So I think I was mentioning before I was coming out the door, I said I'm just charging up my Bluetooth. It's my Bluetooth. Coffee time. I was trying to say that, damn, I forgot what I was going to say now. I am brain fart now. Oh, my watch time hours. So basically, I think it was a Dollar Tree run that added on 20 hours on that video. So, I mean, if this could help anybody else, make it through like a vertical live stream like this one. So these are called vertical lives, and it's the ones that where you scroll up and like it's on. So from, I think the last, what's today, 20, today is the 22nd. So hold on, I think it was, pull out the, I'm gonna put you guys more into the light so you guys could see me instead of here. I'm gonna go to my channel studio, YouTube studio, so it's my channel dashboard. So as of December 17, I'm gonna look at my earn, well, just the earn hours. So as of December 16, okay, so that wasn't even counted as that. I still, yeah, let me see. December 16th. Oh, okay. So basically, I had gotten 20 hours from just the live that said Shiner is live some update. The one where I was showing the heart, my little heart clock right here. See my little heart clock? So it's that little thumbnail that had it on the front of the screen. Yeah, I was at work yesterday and hopefully I could still keep going on with lives that don't let people get like tired of you, because people can get tired of you, you know, through these lives. Like, say, I know that there's other not right now, but, or, you know, other YouTubers out there that do like a lot of work live streams and just showing themselves at work. um and if you do that every day, it kind of gets a little bit like, I don't want to say annoying. It's just, it's not really like, it's only people that like, say, okay, if they know your routine and you're just working by yourself, no one's bothering you, it kind of gets boring because the person is trying to work. But as far as like with yesterday, I'm like, it was kind of like I was trying to hide my phone at the same time, but it was actually people that had the day off where I was kind of like, okay, comfortable to kind of just, you know what I'm saying, just do my own thing. Because in the policies of the medical places, you can't do social media and record and do lives, so you have to shut that off. um and you know, some people talk, but yesterday those people weren't aware, like those people weren't even like knowing. And so what I kind of wanted to let you guys know too, that the dishwasher, he has a um like a disability. Okay, so he's kind of like, he'll repeat a lot of stuff, and he'll like constantly say stuff like, you know, over and over and over. So that's why I talk to him, you know, like I'm still respectful to him. I don't, you know, like I'll listen to him, like I'll say, oh, okay, you know, and just like answer to him, you know what I'm saying? And if I have a question, then he's gonna answer or whatever. So, you know, I'm still new there. I just started there earlier this month. And when you feel yourself is comfortable at somewhere where the people surrounded is kind of like trying to acknowledge you of how you work, and if you do the job correctly, like in an instant or like that fast, they leave you alone. So that's how it is at places. So at jobs, if they see you within that first day trying to put up things that are basically hard for them to try and get to, or things that they left out or made errors by, or kind of like can't reach to, and like if like as a person like me, um like I tend to those things because it's like a skilled experience that you'll have when it's like in that nature of like when you're in the kitchen. Okay. um One was never that I had to do some type of like washing, like napkins, but it's like that when it's in facilities, like in home care and housing. So the care staff is people that are kind of like caregivers. So they have to wash the residents' clothes. As far as with the kitchen, we have to wash our aprons, our napkins. So it does make sense. You know what I'm saying? Um, Yeah, I had to get out the people that are talking about body parts over here. I would no, especially even if you're talking about my shoulder, my hand, my elbow, my fucking nose, my eyeball, whatever it is. I'm not gonna allow anything that's gonna try and talk about a show anything. Okay, it's like I'll get on my live and I'll look at other things on my laptop to see if I need to catch onto what I'm trying to record on my live. You know what I'm saying? So right now it's just getting up for work. We have 3 days till Christmas Eve. Okay, I'm working every day. I've been working since last Thursday. It's Sunday today. I'm working all the way till Christmas Eve. Um, I gotta pay my bills and stuff like that. Like this part-time job is only enough for to pay my rent and like maybe two bills. You know what I'm saying? So I need to get another job, which is I'm trying to get another, well, not even a part-time, even if it's a part-time, because right now I'm only part-time. I need to step it up and do another part-time or even a full-time is really what I'm looking after. But so at the job, I just feel like, you know, when people already know that you know what to do, they're gonna leave you alone. And especially like, I don't know, sometimes they think that you're like, cute or good looking or whatever, pretty and stuff like that. They kind of like, they just they ignore and they try to just like, okay, we got another Filipino girl in here and stuff like that. Nothing too big. Like I don't go to work and start like fixing up my hair or like start with like I used to do that stuff when I used to be at like retail, like sales, when I used to be a cashier, you know what I'm saying? But even when I was working at Panera, I would just put my hair in like a ponytail in the back and I would wear the little Panera Bread hat and then just like I wouldn't have like extra eyelashes or anything like that. This was like 2017. I used to just put eyeliner and I used to curl my eyelashes and I used to just put foundation. So it's just a little touch up for a skin complexion. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of blend because I'm looking at hundreds of people as being a cashier, especially at Panera Bread, where the location is like at the rich people place. Okay, so I'm wearing a hat and you touch a lot of food and stuff like that. So it's not too extra. You gotta wear big ass eyelashes and like color the eyebrows and stuff. Like 2017, I wasn't fixing my eyebrows too much. I just put eyeliner, a little touch up of some foundation, and curl my eyelashes. It's a curler. I'll show you guys right now. And it's not stick on, like, you know what I'm saying? Was it called false eyelashes? That where you stick on, where I was, I'm not, it's not was, I'm still into them, but it's like if I do like um just if I go out and handle, like if I go somewhere nice, an event or something, a birthday, just anything that's really nice, and you got to fix yourself up, then that's when I'll try, you know what I'm saying, fix myself. I do still fix myself up, even though I just go to the store and stuff like that. Like I'll do a little touch up on my skin. I'll put a little bit of like, I'll color my eyebrows just to darken it up, just to blacken a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And then fix my hair. But so let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to look for my at? I'm trying to look for like some false eyelashes. But this is an eyelash curler. Okay, so basically, let me yeah. I made this in wood shop. See it? You gotta you gotta trace you gotta trace the picture you want. Sorry, I know you guys can't see, but you guys see it. It's like an Adidas. So you trace the logo, you trace it on the mirror in the back, and then you paint it. See it? It's green. So I made this at wood shop. I made this at wood shop when I was 15 years old. Okay, I was 15 years old. And I was at continuation school at that time. Like, I did not stay in regular high school. I got expelled in when I was 15, when I was in 10th grade, when I was 2 months in my 10th grade in high school. Okay. So let's curl the eyelashes. So these are just curlers. Okay, this is to kind of like, you know, make it look like that. You see it? See how it curled? See how that is curled and that is not curled? It's like just a little slight curl, like a little slight curl. This is way more curled. See it? Hold on. I'll put it even more. Hold on. And then you could even make it even more like this. Yeah, the girl at the med tech at my work, she has eyelashes that is way too like, it's supposed to be like a how do you say, mink? No, not mink. Like, not mink. Well, like mink, like the texture, and it's over too full of her eyelash. So it's beyond so many lash hair in one place. So it covers her whole eye. That's like, it's too thick and it looks too much. So it's like, that's her own thing. But I don't know. I can't pull the phone if I ever do a live to her face again. Like if I was to be like, hey Kiki, because her name is Kiki. There's a Kiki. And for her face, like, it just, the whole eyelash curl is so freaking thick and it's so like long, it goes all the way up to her eyebrows, that it's mostly that when you look at her face, you mostly look at that, you don't even notice anything like her nose, her mouth, her cheeks, and all of that. Like, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Like, I realize that like a lot of young girls are doing that, and I'm an older, like, you know, older lady, older, you know, mother, that is like, I know that even if my child, she likes to do stuff like that. So you guys notice that it's like curled. See it? It's curled. You guys see? And then you guys see this one. It's like going. So anyways, I need to take a sip of my coffee because it's been like, I just been talking. Okay, Brazil, ¿cómo estás? I don't know, in Brazil, if you guys, I know Brazil has a different kind of, Brazil has like a different kind of language, but it also is comparison to like the Spanish. Mm, Queen. Hola. Where are you from? You mean where am I staying or what country? Like background, race. Yeah, at work, I try to look like not nerdy, but I try to like look like Steve Urkel without the glasses, but my personality is like people fit in with my vibe, like even if like they're from the country, the way how I talk to them is like, I'll it's like it's hospitality, you know what I'm saying? Anywhere I go, even if it's outside, it's like it's just that kind of like it's kind of like that feel, you know what I'm saying? Both. Oh, okay. I'm from California and I'm from the Philippines. My parents, but I was born here in California. Born and raised. Yeah. Thank you for stopping through. You are the probably the first queen that I've ever seen on chat on comments on the chat comments. So shout out to you. It's a nice, you know, I guess YouTube name. I don't know. A lot of people do have it. Um, and if you did hit the like button or tapped on the screen, just tap on your screen. It does, you know, show that my lives are could try to fit in somewhere in the the algorithm and stuff like that. You know, I swear to God, these days are going by so fucking fast. It's like when you're in the move, and when I say move, it's like when you're pushing towards like trying to make moves, like apply here, apply there, or get to that job to get to this job. It's like all you think about is the money you're earning. Okay. And like not even trying to think about like what are the like the negative ways of like how people could try to get under your skin. Like you don't want to think about those things, you know what I'm saying? You just kind of go to work. um Sometimes like this right here, if bring your coffee to work and that shows to them like, okay, she's trying to get through her day, everybody's just trying to be stress free. um this what makes us kind of like into jumping into like where we need to get to. And it's just like, let's just have the day flow, you know what I'm saying? And there's always going to be like things out there that's going to come towards like asking questions, or like, how did this happen, or we forgot about this, blah blah blah. Like, say we forgot to put broccoli in like that container over there for the other side of the medical facility, or stuff like that. Or why didn't, just anything else come. So you have to be like prepared, as in mental wise, to not go, like panic mode, or like go crazy, or just overthink too much and things like that. So that's why I've been doing good in the past. Me searching for jobs and stuff. Well, I didn't have a job for 2 months, so I just had uh my part-time and the full-time early this month, which my orientations were the first week of this month, was what, December 5th. So I just got paid. Okay. 35 hours for what, 4 days. I had gotten 35 hours in like 4 days. And that right there was like I got like what, half a thousand, like I got $500. So, and it's a part-time. It was really 500. Let me see, where's my shit at? Oh, right here. Yeah, I'm not scared to talk about like um I'm not scared to talk about let's see, does it say anything here? Yeah, so my total was supposed to be five, what is it, where is it at? 580 and 13 cents, right? 500 and 580 and 13 cents. So 580 and uh for 35 hours. Okay. And that was only for 4 days, right? Um, yeah. So, this is my part-time job. I need to get a full-time job so I could pay my other bills. This part-time job is only taking over my rent and two of my bills. I have about like okay, so I have my car insurance. I'm gonna give you guys the total of bills that I pay. I have no shame of what I pay for. You know what I'm saying? It's like, even when I first came up on this YouTube, back then when I was in my apartment, like there's feelings of ways that when I've gone through with leaving a relationship with my ex from Oakland, okay, and I bounced to Las Vegas for 3 months. Hey, I call you NyQuil. I'm gonna call you NyQuil. Remember what I told you about that? I said I can't pronounce your name. I'm just gonna call you NyQuil. So you're coming back around. You probably subscribed to me, huh? You subscribed? I like that turtle. The Netherlands. Okay. Yeah, so I'm talking about just, like from YouTube, like being in front of videos, because normally when I first started, it was never lives. It was always, excuse me, excuse me. It was always, let me put this away. Excuse me. Um, it was always, videos and shorts. So I didn't know how to do live streams back then, but I wasn't scared to like post. It's just it wasn't live like a chat right here where you're talking back and answering questions and stuff like that, if I ever was to talk about something. And it's almost kind of like me giving some type of conversation where it's almost kind of like being curious about something, where as far as what, like how you look like and where you from, and why did you get that YouTube name and stuff like that, just like simple stuff. So from my videos from the past, it's like it was more like trying to show when I put out like certain, recipe dishes like lumpia. I'm from the Philippines, so we make like these egg roll kind of looking kind of, rolls, wrapper, and stuff like that, or oxtail steak, the American way, meatloaf, pho, which is the Vietnamese, hot pot, just anything that I had my mind where I was like perfecting. So, because I'm 44 and I've been around food for quite some time where it's like, I don't know, it's just like when somebody turns out to have a talent, that's just what they're like all about. You know what I'm saying? So it's just in short term words, that's just kind of like what I'm saying of what that's around like in my soul. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Is pure. It's in me. In the Netherlands, you will be paid 28.50 per month. Is that dollars? Oh, okay. Wow. Uh, it does the Netherlands have a language out there? I've never like really was I was like never really like tuned into like knowing about well, I mean like Scotland, Irish, there's languages, right? Okay, Dutch. That's okay. Okay, okay. So, but the way how you're typing sounds very like clear, you know? So, it sounds like yeah, like a back and forth conversation. You know what I'm saying? You could do the translation thing, I know, because sometimes it could be built in your phone when you are communicating with other people. So, okay, Europa, I think. Is that right? Netherlands sounds like a nice place, very nice historical place to go on a cruise ship. I know that some of my auntie and uncles they went on a cruise ship to go to Europe, my dad's side and my mom's side. So it's always nice to kind of like do these traveling things, but I'm kind of scared to do the cruise ship. I love to say it back then and even actually do it like just not too long ago, like years ago, like maybe say 5 years in the past that I've talked about wanting to go on a cruise ship. But nowadays, since like we had a little earthquake, tsunami, or whatever it was near Santa Cruz, and then having a tornado, like we never hear these big things in California. Um, I don't know if it was just like just a regular earthquake that was just happening near the Monterey, Santa Cruz area. But then we get an alert saying that it could possibly be a tsunami. And then in San Francisco, there was like a tornado or some shit or a hurricane. I don't know what the fuck it was, but I still haven't even really looked into it. And it's like when I hear these things, it's like talking about water. So whenever anything like that, and I'm not scared of water, like to swim, but when it comes to something like where it can cause, I don't want to say disaster, but like almost kind of like, and I don't want to say a crisis, as it's just almost kind of like it's seeking through like measurements of places where it could possibly be like getting from a small um small conditions of being like, I don't want to say like destroyed, you know what I'm saying? So hearing that word destroyed, and it's like almost like if I want to say like say when the twin towers, remember in New York, when it collapsed, like that's having stuff destroyed by plan. Like it's a plan, it's planned, that was planned. This is like it's just off of just something that you would be like, oh my god, like that happened over there, like that never happened in California, you know what I'm saying? And I know California, like people from the Bay would actually hear me and be like, no, we would never ever ever in a lifetime hear shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So for me to hear something that's happening in the water and it's kind of going towards land, it's kind of like it's, I don't want to say it's territorial where you have to always kind of like check into your place, because that's not registered in your brain to like be somewhere else and be like, oh my god, I gotta like protect my home. It's like that's why they have alarms, you know what I'm saying? Or like say you have, if you're rich, you have like assistant managers that live with you, or you have maids and housekeepers and stuff like that. So they happen to kind of like make these things. I know I'm kind of going over, but this is like in real life too. People live like with money. So like there's always going to be some type of concern, like situations that you have other people take care of, and not just like you being in like not at your house at that moment and all of a sudden something happens. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can always, I need to warm up my shit. You could always like not have to worry in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Because you can hear from a phone call saying, okay, my dogs are okay, da 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 da, and all that stuff. But like from you just being by yourself, being having a normal life, and you're just going out there and you have property, and you're like, okay, my shit is swept away. It crumbled through fucking sand or dirt, and you were away, but you weren't so far away that you're like, where am I supposed to be going home to? A lot of people was like that in Florida. So they didn't have no places to go to. They either had to go to shelters the next state over, or go to family members and fly. So stuff like that is like, it's almost like your life could almost be taken away from you in just like that. You know what I'm saying? So for me to hear shit like this, it's like it's new, and I don't like having new things where you're not taking like like alert, like being alert about stuff, and you're not taking knowledge of that. You're not watching the news and stuff like that and not knowing what's going on. Is kind of like you're just not in the, it's kind of like you're saying you're isolating yourself from the world, you know what I'm saying? And just communicating through things of what is kind of like in nature of what I'm kind of just is seeking, you know what I'm saying? And that's not good. Like I like to talk about stuff that is like I'll correct myself, and I'll overthink, not overthink. Like when I say overthink, like, oh, like be bougie, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't overthink, like to try to be bougie. I don't overthink to try to overthink. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's good to like correct some of my um things that I need to kind of like work on and stuff like that. Like there's no bad into talking about something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not scared to talk about anything. Oh, okay. What? Oh, if you earn. Wow. That's kind of like, you know what that sounds like? That sounds like this. That sounds like EDD. Okay. And so, okay, since you're talking about stuff like that, like if you earn, you could possibly get an extra from the government, right? Damn, that sounds good. But okay, so um let's see. I don't want to put my, okay, so these used to be payments when I used to work at a place in Pleasanton. I used to work at a barbecue place called Buckhorn Grill, right? Let me turn on more of these lights. I used to work at a barbecue place called Buckhorn, Buckhorn Grill, and they used to have one in Pleasanton, and they still have one in Vacaville. There's a city called Vacaville. V as in V, like victory. VACAV, another VILLE, Vacaville. And I used to work at this place, and they have tri-tip, they have chicken, like rotisserie chicken, they have salmon, baked salmon, they have everything, links, like sausages, like links and stuff like that. And so this was in 2020. See it? Oh shit. Right here, March 28, 2020. And I used to get paid $205 in 1 week for 3 days for 5 hours. So 5, 10, 15 hours, because I used to do part-time at this place. So I used to get $205. Now it says your claim, it says right here, your claim balance after this payment is $4,920. Okay, this is from, hold on, this is from EDD. So EDD is when you get laid off. I was getting $205 per week for 15 hours per week, okay, because of COVID, because of the pandemic. So everybody was on unemployment. It's called unemployment. All right. This is what it's called right here. Right here. EDD, Employment Development Department, State of California. Okay. This right here, if you get laid off, or if you get fired, they will pay. You just have to like apply for it. But when COVID, okay, let me warm up my coffee. So when COVID started in 2019, January, because that's when it broke for the world to know. But people started having to lose their jobs or get off of work because all businesses were closed in the pandemic. You guys know this, okay? I know it's been years, but 2019 was the year when everybody was not knowing what was going on. Okay? So for that year, all the people that was in those offices that were working in that type of department had to deal with, I'm talking about thousands and thousands. I mean, like million. It probably reached to like 2 or 3 million people that had to go online and apply. So you can either go to the building or apply online. No, over here, everything was closed. Everything. The malls, the restaurants, everything. It's like, it was weird, but at that time, so we were getting paid without going to work all we had to do was make sure that it's like homework. You would have to go online, you would have to answer the questions that had about maybe 15 questions. It's always going to be the same thing. Like, um can you still work even though, like, um it just has these questions like, can you still work even though you are not able to, like, I don't know if it was asking like disabilities, but it probably had some of those things. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you still get up to go to work? You have to put yes. If you put no, they're not gonna like that. They're not gonna like that. You have to put yes. Like, they're asking you, can you get up to go to work? Is it hard for you to get to work? Is it hard for you to get up to go to work? You have to put no, okay, in those damn two questions, because they'll ask multiple times but different way, and they'll say, um, you know, like, is it hard for you to work? You say no. You say no. Don't put yes. Say no. Um, just questions like that. It's like, even if it says like, is it hard for you to work? Because unemployment is places where you either get fired because they've done something to a part where you wanted to leave, and you get fired for crashing out to them, telling them, or not even crashing out, more like laying it to point, you know, face to their, as far as verbally trying to tell, trying to let them know, like, hey, first I was doing this, position where I was comfortable, and then until something where I wasn't quite understanding, because it's always kind of like some type of like equipment, something that you can't really like understand to like keep up, or just, it's like falling apart because you have to do two things at once, and the multitask is a little bit too much for you, where you would forget to, like, say, turn off a little machine on that side, and now it's like it ruined everything. You know what I'm saying? It could be like construction, it could be like you trying to just multitask, and they got mad at you. So it's either you got fired and you just let them know, like, hey, I didn't like the way how things were, you know what I'm saying? And you just yelling back at them, and that shit could lead into getting, like, no earnings, right? So with unemployment, that was an automatic. You just had to know how to answer those questions. You know what I'm saying? You had to know. If you mess up in one question, you are not going to get that money. You know what I'm saying? So I was getting that for I was getting that for 2 years. 2 years straight, until September 4th, 2021, they stopped unemployment for the pandemic. They stopped it. They canceled it. They stopped it for everybody. That's why. Because that's when they started regenerating for people to get back to work. Businesses were still coming back in 2020, like in the middle of 2020, because mind you, it started 2019, January, when COVID was announced in nationally and around the world, saying that it was something that we had to stay in the house. So businesses that were small businesses still were trying to make their own sales, just in a different kind of way, trying to figure it out, like, what can they do, probably trying to look at regulations, like rules and stuff like that, what to not cross, and not get in trouble by, because it could be hazardous when you're trying to handle food, especially like where I'm at. you know, there's a nonstop of still wearing gloves. You still have to wear a mask. But then since COVID stopped, we don't have to wear a mask. Okay. There's still some people that do wear masks, and I don't understand that part. They just is overly thinking. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I like. For me personally, I don't like when people are wearing masks till this day. It's 2024. 2019 was just a brought up moment to have something like that get crossed to people, and then it just broke to losing people, losing lives. You know what I'm saying? And it was simple like that. um but other than making money towards anybody that has to live their life, like say like right here, this is my room. I pay rent to for a room. You know what I'm saying? For a room for me to sleep in, for me to get up, for me to, you know what I'm saying, do the things that I like to do. Um, but you have to sometimes like use some of this, like say this is a big room, and I could possibly like do business in here. Thank you for that. Like it matches now 9-9. It matches. Um, I'm talking kitty now, but no, it's like at that moment, I've always gone through apartments that at 2017, where was I at? 2017, I was here. Okay. This bed right here is the bed that I sacrificed for my daughter to live in while my dad slept on the other side of this room. There's no room for me as a third person to live in here. My dad's things was all of his personal belongings. And when I say personal belongings, it could be ca- um, a drawer, plastic drawers, just like these bin drawers, a shelf that has all of his personal belongings. So those accumulate space. Her space is just this bed and this little walkway right here. Okay. And then there was like her little eight square table that I had vertical now, but it was horizontal, and it has these shelves like the ones you fold up, the cardboard like it's brown, it's material, but you could fold it um into having it flat. But it's like the it's like the ones in IKEA. Okay, and there's squares. There's a square here, there's a square here, there's a square here, there's a square, and you put the drawers inside. Okay, she had this here. So where am I gonna sleep at? So I sacrificed my bed for my daughter to sleep here because she came from the Philippines at 2017. And by the time it was July, she came in May, and I just, you know, really synced it in July that I stayed inside my van. Okay. So from that half of year of 2017, from July all the way to the end of 2017, December, is when I stayed inside my van. The whole 2018 and then 2019. I stayed in my van for like 18, I think it was 22 months. Okay. That's a little bit lesser than 2 years. And so 22 months is a long time. But 2018, we have COVID. We didn't have COVID. 2017, 2018, we didn't have COVID. 2019, when that started, I started, um, you know, working and stuff like that. So even at 2017 and 2018, I was working at Panera, but it was like an AM shift that I was working. So basically, I would be parked somewhere outside in a parking lot in an apartment complex in the rich place in Foster City, in the rich place where nobody will like bother you at. Okay. No one will bother you at. Just, I mean, maybe police if you know they see something wrong or whatever. But I did get stopped at a few times through, you know, warming up my engine to turn on my heater because I'm sleeping in the back. So maybe the apartment complex would hear that in the middle of the night, like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and they'll probably think that maybe somebody's drinking outside, um, just having their car on, you know, or probably like having a little like, you know, smoke, you know, session or whatever. But no, I was sleeping inside the van. So they'll have like a patrol, like a police officer, you know what I'm saying? So I got stopped and, you know, said I couldn't do that and stay in the back seat or whatever. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is that being inside this room, even when I got back to here, because my daughter started going through school because she was 18 years old at that time. Okay, well, no. Yeah, so 2017, she was 18. And she stayed here until, you know, a few years. And until yeah, she stayed here for a few years. 2017, it's been a while. It's 2004. But she kept going back and forth from around 2020 to now. But through 2017 to 2020, she stayed in this bed for 3 years. So for me, dealing with what I had to do outside is just being like, is being strong, is you being what you could not allow for people to kind of like, it's just like life, you know what I'm saying? If you know certain things of what goes on in that section, what city you're from, where you get around at and stuff. But I'm not the type of person that goes outside and knows everybody. Like in this right here, I don't know everybody out here. I only just met the neighbor down the street that had the fucking submarine flamethrower ass barbecue pit, you know, say hi to them. But all of these other people are Indian and they don't really talk. You know what I'm saying? Or just the next door neighbor, we just say hi and that's it. Like help them if their garbage flipped over, you know, tipped over and stuff like that. Just basic, you know, living. But as far as like with this room, I made it to a point where, as far as back then in 2017, 2018 is when I started to practice doing nails. Okay, so you know, pretty nails. And so I made that as like, okay, this is what I want to do and I want to make money off of it. So let me go warm up my coffee. My numbers keep going up and down. But yes, thank you for the people that are sticking around. You know, it does show a lot of kind of like hospitality, even if you're not with me here. Let me go use this. Yeah.
Thank you so much, huh?
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Sister.
of course. You know, she I heard her. She was
Thank you so much, huh?
yeah, I heard her.
Appreciate it.
She's trying to get her she's trying to get her drink.
Excuse me.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, hindi, mami. Mahirapan na.
A lot of places.
I'm sick.
And I'm gonna say something after. Hold on. Oh, okay. It sounds like that makes sense, you know? That does make sense. If you have a permanent contract, you know, they're not allowed. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna start using my snowflake mini waffle maker mix. See it? You could put a little filling in between. Turn off the light. What time is it, you guys? I gotta go take a shower. So what I was trying to mention was that over here is my nail table. Okay, you guys see my nails there? See that? So those are my tools and my setup. Okay, so that's my setup for my nail table. Fuck this shit. Hold on. So what I used to be concerned about back then, I used to be concerned about when I used to live in Fairfield. I didn't want too much clients where they know where I live at, because if you're not secured by you protecting your own place, they can possibly rob you. You know what I'm saying? Apartment complex that even had community, like gated areas, still can possibly be where they could still break into the gate, you know, the opening gate, where it's like you have to put the pin, you have to punch in the numbers, and they still can come in by just you seeing off of another person punching in the numbers. They can have access to that. You know what I'm saying? So them getting in could, and then going to your door, there's only one lock. It's not like you have a lock here, you have another lock here, you have another lock. No, you know what I'm saying? I did was staying in a second higher level, but I mean the up, you know, the upper level of the building, of the apartment complex. And it's just, you have to just get clients that who you trust and who you are close to. But even if they are very, very, very close to you, you still have to look out for them. I mean, they could be like a coworker and you think that they're okay. You know what I'm saying? And that's something where you think that that person is who you're close to. But if you start like a friendship with them, you still gotta kind of watch out for these things, because they do like to see certain things of what you have. They could see, you know, your like your valued things that you have. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, you got gadgets and fuck TVs and iPhones and everything. They picture those things. They could be like just a person that is just, you know, crazy, and they just don't care, and they're young, and then they, you know, have somebody tell one ear to another. And yeah, you gotta, like, I don't know, I know about these. And only because, like, when I was doing that van thing, how I used to sleep in my shit, I used to jump over a fence just to get into the gym area that had a dining room area that had a sink and faucet and a microwave. You know what I'm saying? So I used to wash my hair over that sink, and they had a bathroom stall where I could, you know, handle my business. So for me to think about something like that, normally what people would do in everyday life, because they don't think about like what could happen to them, because they want to, you know, get to something. Mine was just trying to just wake up and trying to get ready so I can go to work. You know, I was doing that shit and took it to like, damn, I will get in trouble for this, but if it makes me, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's worth it for me to have myself not look like I'm sticky, dirty, hair growing everywhere, and you don't take care of yourself, then it's you gotta like either jump from that place to a different location, which was happening. I used like maybe 3 places. But all I'm saying is that unemployment could help you if you quit, if you get fired. Well, not really quit. If you get fired, or a pandemic, anything that's in a crisis, okay? Anything that's just like in disaster, anything that was a one time thing, okay? So people need to think about stuff like that. Like, we would never think that the government would give us so much money. They gave us a pandemic emergency relief. They gave us a pandemic um how do you say, like, pandemic help. That was like 1,000. The emergency relief, that was another like 1,000 or 1,200. I think it was like 12, or like, yeah, it was 1,200. So it was 3 times earning these things. Even if a person was 18 years old, it would be mailed to your house. So there was a lot of scams going on throughout the unemployment too. That EDD, family members that would have either their child, or say another cousin or person that lived in their house that was like, that reached that age that could get the benefit. It was like, I don't know, it's like, that's why it's hard to trust certain things everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, whatever. um they were stealing like their own family members' own fucking, you know what I'm saying, like pandemic like check. It's like, it was crazy, and y'all should know that this shit is true. Like, over here in California, this is what was happening all over the news. A lot of scamming was going on through that pandemic shit, through that unemployment. Like, it was going through the mail. It was checks going through the mail. Oh, where's my check at? Where's my check at? And all that shit. My shit was just, it was deposit. Once you start having an income from a job had to close, that had to close because of pandemic, but it was still running, you can still earn EDD from there. It's just you're at home, having not to go outside because they make you stay to not get sick and die. So people were getting free money over that, but people were going crazy over that. What's up, the higher? Yeah, 9 likes. Thank you. Hit that like button. Thank you. It does show me some type of, you know what I'm saying, some type of good, where I feel like my how do you say, my flow of what I'm speaking about is kind of making people listen. And I know people sometimes just hit it just to hit it, but a lot of people don't. But I'm trying to just get up, getting up for another, weekend, last day of the weekend. And yeah, so I don't know. Everybody could think about a whole lot of like creativity, um and like imagine what they can do out in life to like earn money. But it's like what they say, it's like you have to do it and not say it. It's like action speaks louder than words. And I'm more don't like to say that, because I leave those kind of words alone. But when it's like a topic of saying what people is doing nowadays, and people trying to get to somewhere, I'm not the type of person that will say, okay, to myself, and say, okay, well, I'm going to go think about doing it and then let's see. I'm more of the person that knows, okay, that what I want to do or how I'm going to do it. It's like if I do it or not, then it's like half. It's like if I'm going to do it or not, it's like 45% that I thought about it. The other 55% is like it's just floating. And you're not really like so concerned. You're not really too worried about it. So you just let it go. You're not going to do it. Um, I'm not that type of person. It's more like either going to be a 99.9% I'm not going to do it, or 100% I am going to do it. Okay? Um, it sometimes is not planned for too long. It's not something that I said 2 weeks before, and then once I'm on the third day before that day, I say, okay, come here. I'm gonna do your nails. Just say that. It's like a planned date. It's trying to earn money. It's being productive. It's trying to get to something. You know, what will, you know, how do you say, possibly happen throughout that time. If say that person, is not like, how do you say, like feeling like they like you, like they you could have clients that like you, and you could have clients that are like half, like they know you, they want to get nails done, and they don't even care about your personal, you know what I'm saying? I like to have people that are, I don't want to say acknowledging about my personal like dealings. It's just people that are like listeners are good to have. You know what I'm saying? And people that are like the girls that who I do in Berkeley, they have good ears. They listen. They don't, no, they don't do this. They don't talk about their personal, like, oh my God, I had a dude do this. No, they're very like country. They're, they don't really are like outside street kind of like living about what's going on in the streets and stuff like that. It's like if you bring up something, say, oh, I happened to use this when I went to go take pictures with my family, and then they'll say, oh, I have the same one, and it's actually one that I like, really really like wear. And like they'll talk about small stuff like that, but they don't talk a lot. You know what I'm saying? It has to be like a interest in them for them to speak. They won't just speak. They have to like talk within like respect. Is more like what they're trying to give. You know what I'm saying? And it makes sense. I like to keep my time into having people that are just not trying to keep up with you, but just like, I guess when they need you, it's like, it's something where I feel like sometimes I don't like and sometimes I do. Okay. I'm not gonna, like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. You know what I'm saying? I just, like, however it goes is really like, and if somebody disrespects me like over here, I'm a straight talk, you know. um but I used to be like, before, I had bad mouth. Like I used to run my mouth talking a whole lot of, like, what I'm saying, mad crazy ass, you know, like I don't give a fuck type shit. Now it's like I'll speak like, okay, this is just the, the lay the layout of how things are going, people are getting older, you know what I'm saying? So even if you could teach one, you know, it's shit that gives me like, it actually makes me happy when, I don't want to say like, oh, I'll buy this so she could follow me or so she could copy me. It's not something that you're pushing towards to have people look at you. It's just, it's natural. That's how I look at me. I look at me like I don't need to have people tell me what the fuck to do. Okay? They'll come across from past tense, from things that I've probably done that won't even come nowadays. And I'll say, "Oh, I've done that." You know, it's not like it's losing my mind or losing memory. You know, it's just a natural thing where I like to have people um know that like I came across certain things. You know what I'm saying? It could be like, I don't know. It could be a fucking a shit, a fucking a damn slipper, anything. And they'll be like, "Where'd you get that?" Like my mom used to buy me those, or I used to wear them when I was a kid, and it's like it's something that I picked up from what, it's like a, I don't want to say a style, but it's almost kind of like, it could be possibly that, or in something that you feel like it was just in something you like, is you're interested in. You know what I'm saying? And those are the type of people that are like openly to talk. People that are like quiet, and I'm not talking bad about people that are quiet. It's just like, it's nice to have the youth kind of grow into something where they knew that they were always thinking about being like that throughout like their older life, and growing into being that throughout their uh living, like, growing to their older life, and saying, this is how I want to be and I don't want to change. And it's like, if you make these people change to think like they could gain, succeed, or just, being not scared, being like not, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, that's how I am. And a lot of people look at me like that. Like, she is not like who you thought, that she's just like a normal type of person. She is very like hospitality, just always like at my work, like, sometimes I could be like a little tough and shit, like, you know what I'm saying, through this YouTube, and being like, how I could be like, oh, okay, what the fuck is, what is this, and I don't understand, like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. No, it's not even sometimes where I could just keep talking about that. It's like, in the outside is sometimes where I'm more comfortable at, to being myself. Okay, a lot of people are in home type people. I was brought out, my parents were never really like, while in the childhood, like, uh 4 3, well, my parents did take care of me, when I was 1 2 3 4. But ever since I started being 5, going to kindergarten, I felt like I was being independent. My dad still dropped me off to go to school and then pick me up to go back home. But I would be left inside I would be inside the living room in the apartment, being 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, by myself. My sister, she used to go to another school because she's 2 years older than me. So at that time, she was going to school at my mom's older sister's. It's the next city over. So we were separated. You know what I'm saying? She only come back sometimes. And Those were the times when we used to watch WWF with Hulk Hogan and everybody. Those were the days, 1980s. Oh my God, Macho Man. Oh, see, and that's who Stan G got that from. That oh man, he got that from the Macho Man. Oh, how does Macho Man already? How? Tell me, the higher, what does Macho Man say when he goes, when he tries to flex his muscles? He'd be like, oh. That's where Stan G got that from. No lie. Uh-huh. I don't know how old Stan G is, but I think he's like in his 30s or something. So I'm born 1980. Those was my generation too. We was recording VHS when it was like a fucking tag team, like big WWF. Oh my God. I was only like 7 years old. I was into that shit. WWF was my favorite fucking thing back then. Okay? Other than like, I was into like Rainbow Bright, you know what I'm saying? The Rainbow Bright with the rainbow, you know, like I was into her because I'm like 7 years old, you know, but I love WWF. That shit was the shit back then. What time is it, you guys? 8 o'clock. I gotta start taking a shower in like 30 minutes. Cause I do go to work at 11, but I like to like, yeah, I like to chill and you know what I'm saying? Have my shower and stuff like that before I go to work and probably eat something a little bit. Or I can just let my phone run and wait till I'm done off the shower and then go to work. Because I need my time. I need my hours to run so if people could try to support me to try to make my hours fit. I'm gonna charge up my phone right now. That's why it's sideways. And support my little, you know, um YouTube path. I'm not gonna say journey, um, because it was already. Hold on, you guys. There's a cord. Shit, this shit's not straight. But yeah, that shit's funny. That shit is so fucking funny. Yep, olden days when you think about yourself and being a child and you would never think about try to make it work throughout life where there's certain moments in the government and in like say how do you say, what's that word where they say it's fuck, I had the word. Well, not really, but I know that I know the word. It's like when people are corrupt. I found the word. When people are corrupt at certain areas all around the world, and you know that it's out there, but some people that are still learning, you know, as a child growing up, they don't know about these certain things. So for me to talk about how it was back then was like a happy moment. Nowadays it's like we're going through shit, you know what I'm saying? We're going through things that we would never think about, like what could happen. For real. um you know, like ever since I left my last relationship with my ex, the dude from Oakland, like I was always into, you know, fashion, like looking like, as far as like when you guys see me, I'm always wearing something different. Okay. in all of my videos, you probably see me one time wearing the same shirt, my Aaliyah shirt. Okay, I have like 3 Aaliyah shirts, but it runs through when I wear it, because when I cook food, I wear those kind of, because it's like my pajamas. It's in the house. It's just like this, but I have so much clothes that I was like this throughout my life, you know, and ever since I had left that relationship, I always knew that I wouldn't go out with not having clothes, because it's all here. It's all here already. I have a lot of fucking clothes in my storage and here. And I can run these by wearing something different every fucking day. And I don't have to worry because it still has tags. They're all still in good condition. I have many, 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 many millions of styles. Okay, from everything. I have Crocs, Uggs. I Man, I have name brands up and down. Jordans, BB, Vans, Crocs, uh ASOS. It's a website for girls, females. You guys will love, and you guys probably are familiar with this. I think it's from the UK or from Europe, but it's, excuse me, I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's called ASOS or ASOS.com, and it's for females and males. Like males have clothes there too, but it's almost kind of like an H&M. I have a lot of H&M, and I have a lot of Forever 21 clothes. Okay, I have a lot of Forever 21 clothes. Um, I have a few Shein. I have maybe like 10 items from Shein, but that's about it. Like, I was never going extremely overboard when the shit came out. No, no, hell no. I probably have 2 pairs of jeans from Shein, um, 2 outfits that were a tank top and leggings, from Shein, and then maybe like, I probably only have like 5 or 6 items from Shein. To tell you the truth, I wasn't really into, you know what I'm saying? Oh no, I mean, I'm talking about, yeah, from Shein and Fashion Nova. So at Fashion Nova, I probably only have like 5 items from them, and then from Shein, I probably only have like maybe 10 items from them, you know. But yeah, I need to run up my hours. So I just gained 20 hours from the video that said Shiners Live some update, and that was only for like an hour. I don't know if they're probably adding hours from past videos that people do cycle with different live stream dates that were in the past, that people are just kind of like catching up to, where they say, oh, okay, she made a live, but it was like a week ago. I want to watch that one because it didn't, you know, it didn't catch up to me because they were busy. That person was busy, so, you know, they want to watch it over again. They probably wanted to hear something that I said and couldn't quite understand, so they kind of was like trying to bring one conversation to saying, okay, this person said that, that person said that, okay, let's see if it makes sense, you know, shit like that. Because this, you know, this is how the YouTube is rolling. But this is the type of shit that I normally kind of like to get in front of. Is not putting any, no, like, oh, okay, we need to do beef in order to do content. Like, nah, it was never, never, never. Like, it was only just trying to see what people like JT and Cuz, when they were still cool with each other back in Africa. It was just only about watching what could us followers learn off of them. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna lie, like, I was following them, and it's still looking at them through YouTube too, you know. It's just that they got changes, and there's always changes. That's if they allow certain things to change. And I'm not going to go through something where it was negative and all that stuff. Like, no, that's too much. That's too much to talk about. And sometimes, like, for this type of stuff, that how to have people watch you through YouTube, you have to talk. Like, you can't just, like, just sit there and think that, like, you're just gonna lay back and then, you know what I'm saying? Just what? Have people fucking like you because of how you look? Like, a lot of people take advantage of that. I don't. A lot of people will say, oh, they'll watch me because I look handsome, I look pretty, you know, they'll watch me, you know, even if I'm just laying here for a whole 10 minutes, they're still going to be there. Like, I am not like that. I'm not conceited like that. I have, how do you say, like, I don't want to say, what's that called? What's that word called? There's a word for it. You guys help me. You know how when you are like shy about certain things that you don't want to like, there's a word for it. Oh my God, I fucking know it. Oh shit. Let me see how my content is doing. Let me get it. And competition, like, I don't care. Even if, like, say another female gets on doing lives and stuff like that, and like, okay, you are already like doing your own thing. Let's get this other person to go get on because they need to get their live streams up because, you know, they're new. We want to help them and shit like that. Like, now that's like pulling out, like, that's almost kind of like pulling out hate. You know what I'm saying? And no. Hell no. Nope. That's how it sounds like. Like, let's go start having these new people start, you know what I'm saying? Um, getting to where they need to be at. Like, you can motivate, but you don't need to put their pampers on and, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? You could give them the, how do you say that part where it says like on the YouTube studio that has the tips, helpful tips. The helpful tips are good, you know, but if, okay, like say, if they don't understand it, they go through a YouTube studio, they don't understand it. So they ask another person because the learn more doesn't quite let them like, you know, coherent. They're not coherent. They're not um, understanding what the fucking means. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to get through other people to be like, because it's faster that way. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's not like, oh, I have to learn by the book. I have to learn. I have to learn by how what the fuck it says and all this shit. You only get through that when you know that it's only from one step to another to get that money. You know what I'm saying? But if it tells you all kinds of fucking ways to get here, to just to get to that next one, just to get to that, just to get to that, oh hell no. That's why people do shortcuts. People will ask another person and say, oh, okay, was it like that you had to do 5,000 views and the watch time hours accumulated to not, you know, those are simple questions, right, that they can get across to. But um those are like the ones that will automatically show you off of your dashboard. That's why there's a channel dashboard that will tell you that it generates. It's just a quick learning something when you just kind of click onto these things. You know what I'm saying? And not really like the help feedback and why I need to find out about this and can I click on the question mark. And when I feel like them helpful like question marks, I feel like those are more for like when you want to report, you know, community report or alert of not to use people's contents. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like it's common sense. It's like I know it's not easy, but it's still not kind of like something where not knowing too. You know what I'm saying? Off of through monetization because I'm not even there yet. I'm not near the 4,000 hours. I'm only at 1,266. So I was at 1,244 yesterday, and now I'm at 1,266 hours. And that's only from the 365 days that just passed. Now, in the lifetime of my YouTube channel, it's saying that I have 2,151, and that was 3 days ago. So I don't know about it now, but let me see. Damn. Look at my notifications. Let me get off of there. What time is it, you guys? 8:20. How much time I went in here? An hour and 53. Yep. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till um I ain't gonna say nothing, but I'm just saying like what I kind of want to say is that everybody that's been on the YouTube who I follow that are trying to start I mean not start but have started but it's not really like putting too much content out there. It's like because they're still trying to learn it and they're still trying to like find ways to like use their locations and stuff like that, like, which is cool. We want that, you know, we want to see what they could show and stuff like that because it's in different cities. And that's all. I'm just looking at it. I'm not looking at it like towards like, oh, I gotta know about where you want to go take a shit at or uh you know it's it's just like right now I'm just, this is really not like I'm gonna tell y'all, this is really just nonsense of how I am recording, but it is still a figure of speech that I'm still trying to like let how shit's going, you know, well, I don't want to say nationally because I'm not in other states, but just like how stuff works around here in California. So um, I know it's not a lot, but it has something to do with just kind of like working your ways around areas where you're at, and it's not hard. Because nowadays it's more like in the house and not outside, where how I used to be so comfortable um, being like familiar with a lot of things outside. And when I say familiar, that's just me getting around, not like trying to my fucking nose is getting itchy because I think the coffee mate, the sticky part, the sugary, like the sweetness of the coffee mate is making my nose itch. And I hate that. So let me I'm gonna grab some water and get this damn towel. Wipe my nose. Yep. I don't know what's going on, but somebody was asking me to take off my sweater earlier. So I'm wearing, and I got no bra on, but you guys are not going to be able to see my nipples. You guys can't see my nipples, right? No nipples, no nipples. I am going to be taking a shower soon, so it's getting warm in here. Hold on. You like my Space Jam? I do wear my necklace to sleep. Okay. You guys want to go lower and chill with me right here? Yeah, I like to wear a lot of clothes in the winter time. I like to wear sweats like these sweats right here. Let's pull it out. I want to see some skin, I want to see some hips. See, I have some shape. Okay, I'm not like no, ain't none of that. But my nose is still itchy. You got this Space Jam. I guess it's the whole team with Marvin. I'm bored. Yep. And I'm not the type of person that like talk about other, like what's going on with other page, like not pages, but shit that's like with a certain person that like they'll say about. I'll watch, and if I see something that they said something funny, I'll laugh. Okay. But if it has something to do with the personal, something about their family or something like that, that's what they lay out, and that's what they want to talk about. Now, if you want to feed into joining in within the, I don't want to say conversation, but joining in within what you feel in your opinion, then that's you. But just know that people will look at certain things about you, okay, of you taking certain things to put out of those kind of, you know what I'm saying, like, this is how I, you know what I'm saying, this is how I, like, he said he was like into so much of being blah 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 blah, and how I was doing it when I was at that age. You know, it could come at a coherent, like smooth kind of like action where you feed into you explaining either slang type, street, or ghetto, or you could be talking like you're nerdish. That's how the people are going to know if, say, you don't care, but the words that are coming out your mouth is, it sounds ugly and it don't really fit, but you don't care and it sounds kind of ugly, then females or males are going to look into that and say, I know what kind of type of person she is. You know what I'm saying? So it's not trying to like make yourself look good. Some people just don't really care. The ones that really don't really care, it does strike back. It will. I'm telling you, it will. It will. It's not all about not giving a fuck about what you show of the natural ways to be in the way how where you're going. it sometimes is not. No, it's some like I know that I put natural, but um sometimes it's a little too much, and people are just gonna be like sometimes tired of looking at like certain things like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like if I look at a celebrity, okay, and I like how he's funny, but he's hella ugly, okay? That person follows that person. Why? Because it's either they grew up in that area and they know his it's like a it's like a form of speech. That person got an accent. That person grew up talking like certain people from around that area. That's how somebody could be interested in that person. But say now, if that person is ugly, while they like to hear what that person says, that person's not going to be really interested in that person to following them extremely because they're ugly. You know what I'm saying? So there's two different things, and I'm not going to say it. Okay? It's what you guys should already know. People that are attractive through this internet will it pulls, okay? It pulls people that could look into, you know what I'm saying something about you if they feel like it. All right? Because it's that easy. Men to put, you know, emojis that are, you know, sweet, or women putting emojis for a man to be sweet. It's like because they're attractive. They're attracting. You know what I'm saying? They like something about that person. But even so, that person could still be annoying, and they might not like it anymore. So the ones that do stick around and will like still like the annoying part, because why? Because they probably can't get nobody else. Maybe because they are um, only subjected and only just trying to how do you say it's just like when you watch TV and you're it's how do you say it? It's like you're it's like synchronizing. You're being synced. It's like it's something where it's synced. Let me see if my messages will go all the way. Okay. It's like there's nowhere else to go. This is all who I know. So I look at this person all the time because I want to listen to this person, even though sometimes the fucking person is annoying, but the person looks good. You know, it's like, or the person is funny, and the person looks good, but the person ain't really all there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that's not something that I want to like. No, that's a no. Uh-uh. And people have lives like that. I'm the type of person that will tell like how that other person is, like say that person jumps from that page to that page. That bitch wants to get at that man and they're related. It's like, wouldn't y'all think that that bitch is a hoe because that bitch is doing that? Like hell no. I don't question. There's no question mark of me of a HOE. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of that shit. Ain't none of that shit going on over here. That shit don't this whole domain or motherfucking fixture, everything in an imaginary that surrounds me, ain't none of that shit. I'm not a fucking just to support you and support him. Fuck no. Hell motherfucking no. I don't give a fuck if I'm attracted to him and attracted to him. So I'm gonna both do it at the same time. Oh, I'll be right back. You put on a comment, be right back. But you watching the other dude, but you don't want to comment because you found something where he's talking about him. So you don't want to act bad towards him because you were just at his page so he could see what you have put because you were just right there. Because if you over there supporting that, then that person's gonna look at you to being like, man, she over there, and it's not that serious for me to even like get at him because that person had their opinion, but the other dude is fixing it to allow to show that that person was at the wrong. So the person hides. The person is hiding. It's not typing. You know, I catch a lot of that. A lot. Yep. I catch a lot of that shit. I'd be like, oh hell no. and then they be getting caught too. They be getting caught in the fucking like in the middle of it. And these men don't even know. These men do not know. Even with the thank you for supporting, like, you know, you stay around to support my channel, like you didn't even know that it's like I'm helping you over here to show, you know what I'm saying, to show, you know, support and a view and to show other people that there's chat involved. And then you talk about the other person and you're like, "Oh my god, I love your um you know, I love your lips and I love when you do your uh I don't know, I don't know, a talent." Okay? And they're like mesmerized about that. So they say it so much about that person, but then the other person, they're like still trying to like catch to see if that person's going to be like into them, but not so sure. So you stick around with the other one that you're so attracted to. But you still stick around with the other one who you feel like you're attracted to, but not so sure because of his ways of there's no um there's like dislikes that you don't like about that person because that person could be strict, that person could be doing certain things that are not really like um respectful and just things that are not like things that you just kind of like don't allow and shit like that. So I don't know, but I see a lot of that shit. I see a lot of that shit, and I'm like over here like, oh man, I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait. hmm I'm not waiting for people who I watch. I'm just gonna say in general. I'm saying that in general, okay, because it's like there's so many people to watch. So many people to watch. I'm gonna go get my towels now. um there's so many people to watch that it's so not in like the timing. You still have to have time for yourself. Multitasking around the house while watching somebody is kind of like it's like you're following them and you want to know about what's going on. So the people that do stick around are people that are very interested in that person. It's either they want to set them up for goals, or they want to see them winning, or they want to see them you know, be happy. But most of the time they're not happy. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of funny. It's funny because I see uh how people try to act like they are, when they're not. That's all, like, that's why I'm like over here like, man, ain't nothing. Mm-mm. My family knows about me. My daughter knows how I am. My mother knows how I am. My father knows how I am. My sister, everybody that's in my family knows me. Most of my very, very close is either my mom will tell them from a far distance and say, oh, she's like this. Don't get close to her when it goes to certain areas about having to get her mad. You know what I'm saying? You don't bring up those things just to bring up those things. You have to come at correct moments. You know what I'm saying? At certain different time area or time in their lives. You know what I'm saying? Time points. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know if I should take a shower and put you guys to the wall. It's time to. Yeah, it's that time. I gotta get to work at 11. What time is it, you guys? 8:40. It takes a whole hour. It takes a whole hour and a half for me to get ready. Well, not a whole hour and a half. I'm a lie. That's if I'm gonna cook something, like something easy. Oh, you guys getting cold now? It's getting cold. My damn towel around me. Yeah, I like to sip on my coffee like when it goes all the way down. Okay, so 3 days till Christmas Eve. 3 days till Christmas Eve, and I feel like this is not a very like important year. That's ending. It's just like normal life. How I look at it, how people are just earning through going to work and shit like that. That's how I'm kind of like looking at it. I'm not looking at it like changes to uh like falling down a path and shit like that. No. A lot of people will put um like they'll say, oh, the evil something something, the Satan, the evil shit was around, so now it's around and I can't do this and I can't do that because they messing me up. Like, no, I don't even talk about shit like that. No, I don't think like that. It's like, okay, if somebody cuts me off outside in a car and I was in the right, okay, and I was in the right, and somebody either is putting themselves towards going into thinking like they could beat or excuse me, beat you, or just not caring. The person that's not caring is showing it's like a vibrate, it's like it's showing like energy going towards not caring about your life. So that person is almost kind of like saying, if I get hurt, it doesn't mean so much to me because I know that I could beat it. But then showing that if something does happen, then that other person that's saying that was in the good is going to be like, oh, well, that person is evil. Like, I don't look at shit like that. I don't. I don't look at shit like that. Whatever fucking happens, happens. Okay? You just have to just you just moving. You're just moving through whatever the fuck it is. It's not you trying to fit in. Okay? Whatever kind of emotional mood you have at that moment is how you're gonna fucking react. That's how I look at shit. I look at shit like that when I go outside. I could be nice. I could be like how I was at work yesterday, just being so cordially kosher, very respectful, being almost nerdy, kind of being like, oh yes, yes, of course, like talking like, you know what I'm saying, where you're just like so into trying to talk like them and shit, I mean, like, yeah, I'm mature, I'm mature now. So in my 30s, I was still talking and somewhat like that, trying to be, you know what I'm saying, professional or whatever. But you don't have to be like that. It's just I'm bored. I was bored yesterday, so I'm like, oh yes, coffee, like, just shit like that. But let me get to upstairs. You guys, I have to color my hair. I have to go to Target. This is not going to happen. I keep saying that I'm go to Target. You guys, do I have muscles? Do I have muscles? My ex used to mess around with me. He used to be like, "Oh, you got muscles." I'd be like, "Hell no, I ain't got no damn." He's like, "Yes, you do." He's like, all the time when you're trying to push against me. Well, we're not fighting. It's just, he knows when I gain some type of like, force into it. And we ain't gonna talk about that. It's either I'm on top or whatever. Um, Stuff like that, or I'm, trying to climb and shit. But yeah, I don't think I need the sweater. I'm just gonna throw down, throw down the towel. Okay, so I use two towels. I use one for my hair. So this is for my hair. I hate it when I color my hair because I use this towel to like color my hair, and I don't want the colored dye to get on it. And then this is for my body. This is for the body. My body all over your body. My body all over your body. Okay? So let's go. Or let me get off. I need to get off so I could take a shower. Um, I might just go and do a little live at my job just to kind of like mess around, see how if I don't know, maybe I'll do it to try and get in trouble or something or not. No. Okay, it's not good to do that. Okay. Um I will try to do it and show I don't know, but I'm kind of like scared a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We'll see who's over there today, who's the chef. It's either the Filipino guy. I think it's the Filipino guy. Yeah. Or the Mexican guy. But yeah, I'm gonna get off of here because I gotta go shower. So thank you for the 11 likes. I'm gonna go back live before I go, maybe like right when I'm getting to work. Okay, so I'll have it on and stuff like that, like around 11. So around 11, I'll try and get back on live. So thank you for the people that stuck around. It's for me to gain hours because I need it, and I need 1,700 more. Okay, I think that's 1,700 more just to reach 3,000, and for being in that upper level is that 4,000. So yes, gotta go shower now. Okay, bye y'all. Peace, 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 peace.